Hi everyone. Every time an opponent approaches our corner, we have to choose between two moves. We can defend or we can pincer. But if you do it randomly, we will never get the optimal result on the Goban. So let's take some example and we will try to understand when to defend or when to pincer. Suppose we have this position and white approaches like this. What to do? We can either pincer or defending the position like this. Suppose we defend. I write a no, so this may be not the optimal move. Why? Because white can play simply like this and then extend like this, and does the final result satisfy black? I think this position cannot be satisfying for black. Why? Because these three stones somehow has stolen the possibility for black to build something with this edge, and this black group feels somewhat clamped between these two groups by white. So this position it's of course playable at least at Q level, but it isn't the optimal one. In this position it's better to pincer. Why? Because as you can see, this pincer move or other pincer, something like this is even better maybe. But if you pincer, the final result may be something like this. And this is completely satisfying for black because you understand that here the moves are somewhat linked together. This is a position in which black succeed to make a potential moyo. Now black can play like this, and now can manage to play approaching other stuff, but the main result that he has is that this position is very hard for white to play inside, of course if white is a normal player. So in this position, given the chance for the possibility to pincer or to block or defend like this, this is a more interesting move than this one. Maybe this is more interesting since this plays for influence. But as you can see, in this position is when white approaches, it's better off pincer. Let's take this position, white approaches the same way. What to do with black? Again, you have the choice to block, to defend, and to pincer. Why is this move preferable to the pincer? Because if white draws back and black approaches, this is a completely consistent move with this one. So black has taken influence on this side of the board and now has a move always as move very strong on the left bottom left. So this move was simpler. This is a block, this is a defense against this approach, and this is more interesting because this is the side where black wants to play. In this position, this was the side that where black wanted to play, and so he avoids a move like this. When white approaches here, this position is more interesting than this. Why? Because white may react in two ways. This is the first one maybe. White can play double approach, black can try to play this variation, and as you can see, white is not alive. It's not a very easy situation, but it's alive, and he stole the corner. So okay, the position is perfectly playable at the Q level, of course, but this position, it cannot be that much satisfying for black. is this stone has some agi, this is a cutting point, it's not easy to activate this agi, and if white ever managed to set up the situation, he can even try to invade in this position. Again, when black pincer, white may try this. This is even better. As you can see, this position is almost won for white. So this position was the good move, and white simply takes the corner and grabs the side from black. Okay, this stone has agi, and white can break through this position and completely separate black. In this position, again, even if black plays the pincer, white can even try to exit like this. Black of course blocks, but what's the difference? The difference is that this move counters the pincer and builds more influence. This is the standard Joseki here. This is standard Joseki, and as you can see, black can now have to play something like this. Otherwise, he can be attacked more severely. And now white has plenty of choice. He can invade here. Maybe he can block here or here, whatever. In this position, even if white doesn't play a very good move, either of one of these, here in this position, the more interesting side for white is this, and this stone can be isolated and grabbed by white stones. So the only thing that remains for black is this side and some territory here, but this influence by white is more valuable. So when in doubt, when you are when opponent approach, always ask what's my preferred, what is the side I want to develop. This is the side black wants to develop, so it doesn't defend, but it pincers. When he approaches like this, black tries to say what's my best, what's the side I want to play, and simply is this, and he avoid this kind of move or this or even this, throwing away a stone for nothing. See you next time.